Identities of 4 bodies recovered from Sugunu's Nazareth ascertained. People came out on streets, formed human chain and paid floral tributes to deceased youths who were killed by suspected Kuki militants. Combined security team conducts combing operation and recovers various arms and ammunition at Leitampupi Toft in Imphal East district. RPI Athwali National Secretary Maheshwar Thongnawjam sees Kuki militants under suspension of operation, defying Union Home Minister by continuing attacks on civilians. Around 2,000 sportspersons and Manipur Olympic Association members take out peace rally, endorsing Manipur's integrity and demanding peace and normalcy. And total 22 examination centers in Imphal East and Imphal West districts are all set to conduct NEET UG Medical Examination 2023 for Imphal Center on June 6. Hello and welcome to Impact News watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Identities of the 4 bodies recovered from Sugunu's Nazareth have been ascertained. They were killed by suspected Kuki militants on May 28. According to police, the deceased persons are 25 years old, Khoirom Romario, son of Khoirom Hemba from Langthabal Mantri Khong Mayai Lekai, Thong Amanbi. 24 years old, Ananda Prasad, son of Khangem Mamdrajan from the Wangzing Khaba Khong Lekai. 28 years old, Robin Sana, son of Hairu Zamt Dana from Kongjom Bazar, and 28 years old Yumlembam Siva, son of Yumlembam to Ibotoba from Sugnu Makalekai. As their bodies were being transported from Janim's morgue, people came out on streets forming human chain in tribute to the deceased persons. A large number of people at Singzamai, Kakwa, Thongzu and those residing along National Highway No. 2, Imphal Morit Road came out on the road and waited for the bodies to pass by. They paid floral tributes, cried and chanted various slogans. Meanwhile, Kaching police informs that body of an unidentified body has been deposited at Janim's morgue. The deceased is 5 feet 3 inches tall, has an oval face and clad in camouflaged half shirt and dark blue joggers pant. A combined team of the Imphal East Commandos, BSF personnel along with personnel of 16th and 18th Assam Rifles carried out combing operation at Leitampupi Toft in Imphal East district from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. today. The combined team successfully got back areas which were unserved by Kuki militants and also received various arms and ammunition, including 4 SLR, 2 Insas rifle, 2 9mm carbine, 1 AK-47 and 4 303 rifles during the operation. A new security post that could accommodate 50 security personnel was also opened at Leitampupi Toft. RPI Athwali National Secretary Maheshwar Thongnawjam points out that Kuki militants under suspension of the operation have gone against the Union Home Minister Amit Shah by continuing to attack civilians in gross violation of Sioux ground rules. Briefing media at the party state office in Kesampa today, Maheshwar Thongnawjam asked who will take action against the Kuki militants. Appreciating Centre for announcing relief materials for Manipur, he appealed to dispense the same through state government. Maheshwar appointed Centre should make an effort to ensure safe passage of good trucks along National Highway to Imphal Dimapur Road instead of trying to bring in relief materials at the incomplete railway platform. He also expressed disappointment that Indian Army Chief and other leaders have ruled out insurgency and termed Manipur violence as ethnic clash and attributed it to the High Court's directive over ST status demand on national media. Maheshwar said it's time to expose the atrocities of Kuki armed miscreants and Kuki terrorists who have infiltrated to Manipur from Myanmar. He added that the leaders may be giving a political statement, but its timed genesis of the prevailing violence is made known. He made it clear that prevailing violence is not related to the court's judgment nor with ST demand, but it has a link with the Manipur government's war on drugs. Maheshwar Thonazam said news published today on recovery of a diary used by Kuki militants proves that the entire episode was pre-planned. He appealed to the remaining 50 state MLAs to apprise the root cause of Manipur violence to central leaders and countrymen.
Separate administration se 10 MLA na tali huzi cookie dominated areas ki miway sing na separate administration tali. Honorable Home Minister na laab matungda pinami ba subida haitare koi anabagi puna ba flight nung helicopter service pinami du kaim kaide anabagi problem lay badudi adugi pinami ba service du pibam thok pane. But with the concern to the state government tawzahaningi because state government chaw chaw lari banina state government through the tawhaning ba haitare. Direct central government na lakpa si PR lakpa natri banina direct central government na kuting jalaga state government amta yahonda na tawgi haragadi separate administration kaudaba haibadi separate administration do maming wala thondraga su oirabra haibagi chingnabam su khoida phawreba sigi thabak khodimakta mayamgi mateng pang community animakta mateng pang oraga su state government through the mateng pang na bhona biu kaidobagi kangpokpi da hujipo pot pusalakpa yadribano pusalngge di haidraga atopa railway line semgani khorkani haibasidi sidi moidang negotiate toba ngamdrabra moid hainaba ngamdrabra kuki militants singduna hena ngamabra haibagi akhoida chingnabam su phawrakpa haibatare.
Citizens for Justice Manipur says government of India is giving stepped motherly treatment to people of Manipur. Briefing media at Office of Citizens for Justice Manipur at Old Assembly today, Forum Chairperson Senior Advocate Kaidemani said the 10 Kuki MLAs who demanded a separate administration should be booked under IPC Section 153 Clause A. He said the present status of Manipur Chief Minister is similar to house arrest of Maharaj Buddhachandra at Shillong in 1949. Kaidemani expressed disappointment that Amit Shah's recent visit couldn't bring peace as violence incidents are still being reported. He said that the Union Home Minister's warning of stern actions against violation of Sioux ground rules by Kuki militants seems to have turned out in their favor. He also said people's complaint about Assam Rifles' misconduct is evident from the Sugnu incident when state forces and Assam Rifles engaged in heated arguments. Kaidemani demanded Manipur Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh to take action against Assam Rifles commandant involved in the incident. Welcoming the show cause notice served to 10 Kuki MLAs by Manipur Legislative Assembly Privilege and Ethics Committee, he asked what action will BJP state and national president take against the 7 BJP MLAs. He also welcomed probe into Manipur violence by an inquiry committee headed by retired Chief Justice of the High Court. Kaidemani condemned the silence maintained by Prime Minister Narendra Modi of Manipur violence. Citizens for Justice Manipur Vice Chairperson, retired District Judge A. Notener Shori, Convener Advocate A. Gautam, Member Core Committee, Advocate Angom Cha Araba, Advocate Sapam Tlamba and Lemba, and Advocate O. Inawi took part in the press meet.
Chief Minister se kanam tu unahandaba ma panje thokpachu yahandaba samna house arrest ki mongda Aung San Suu Kyi ki mongda thamudong na tawre. What is this? Asibu constitutional government na ma leiribra India ki constitution chalibra haibase ai mache hangninge ba. Assam Rifle na police ki mathakta aina yadaba mongda police ki mathau tokjaba IPC ki section 166 168 ta my officer amna mathau tokjari ba potse aduna tabate te maril na ba section chingda masibu namdana kulai paibe he na shakti leibne atana thingidna na tawripsidi. Where is the rule of law? Kalim leitre ba. Ase Mr. Kuldeep, I being a senar city and Amoy Nachu, being a senar advocate Amoy Nachu, I question Tori. Asi Karino si action log driba. Yam tune action log the bunny, not regadi legal action log with the big maram later.
Sugnu villagers say that the peace committee formed under the initiative of Sugnu MLA K. Ranjit ensured peace in the area for 25 days, and they condemn those politicians who claim that the peace committee paved way for attacks by Kuki militants. Habom Ibungo, a victim of communal violence from Sugnu, said villagers of Sugnu live in peace for 25 days under the peace committee formed by Sugnu MLA K. Ranjit, even though there were clashes across the state since the May 3 incident. However, Myanmar-based Kuki militants started torching down houses at Sero village in Suknu on the intervening night of May 27 and 28. A victim from Sero, Thongam Ratna, also said the peace committee formed under the initiative of the MLA K. Ranjit was effective in maintaining peace and harmony among communities in Suknu area for 25 days. She said leaders of different communities in the area all agreed to live in peace, but Myanmar-based armed Kuki militants who were clad in lungi started attacking them.
Trobung Banglada Nomai Kamnare, Jumai Tare, Adugi Matunga, Dead Force the committee seme, Adugi Numis, I hang myself. I hang my sack Padagidi, Serok Suno, Aduki Matik Kinare, Madam de Akuzu, attack Lakadra. Madam de Akui Seroze, State Force, Amata Late, Akui Persaktaneva, Sero di Mokoini, Koi Koerga Lebanina, Maduna Koi Chenbam Kangami, Asi Anasa, Aduki Matik Tokadaba. Aduna Peace Committee, Marumda, Numit Kunga Mangani, Equina. Peace oina laihibasigi manungda aikoigi state force pusalauba adeidi aikoigi section thorang local lauba haiba tare aduna maram orakana aikoi haukiba date 27 gi ahing nongjaidagi nomai kapaga date 28 ki aikoi pung 13 bo kapneba jummai thare sina maram oga state force sing jina adeidi BSF sing jina khara kapirakanda amai toroga hoi life se save torokpani
Sukunu kendra gi ranjitna peace committee semaga su Burma rom dai tholukpa sibai ngakta lising manga rom tholakna lermeba Burma gi nupi Burmese hanubi phau akoi gi church manung sida nongmai param moi dress so setlaga kapaga lemada adu longi setpane ayamba Burma gi lakpase akoi gi ima leibak iramdam se kanbirak pase sukunu kendra gi ranjit se mana peace committee semado ningthong masen di yanaraga su koki na harona yakidaba thokiba thokdok ngatani
Manipur Police Commando stationed at Practical High School in Sero, Kaching District to combat attacks from armed militants are facing inconvenience due to lack of adequate arms and foods. Commando personnel expressed disappointment that their repeated pleas to relevant authorities to provide them with adequate arms and food items have fallen on deaf ears. They also stressed the need to deploy additional commandos in the area. Manipur Police Commando personnel informed Impact News about their condition.
Kerong amasung sodugi maikaida kuki militant singna micham miyam singda landaraktuna ki ekhang pirapa bihar mipun kya tatharakpa asi thingnabagi damakta laidiba state force of the Manipur Police Commando Practical High School da laidiba sumlaba kul asida outpost na hangdoktuna laidiba asida yamna hoji kuki militant sing thengnaba da yamna khudong chadaba choba ma mayuknari hariba sumlaba khudong chadaba sing asigi matangda mafam sida laidiba khogi state force ki chilinau amaga wari thanabagi tanja du lobjage ahan babukta da khoina khangjiningi chi hariba mafam adu laidiba state force na thengnariba awa Kari no kitang kambiyo.
Akoina hoji phawbada thengnari se kaino haimtamda hana akoigi kuki militants ina mui yum mai thading mamangde akoise kaisu problem naitana dumak yam nungaina lerame ko haidi praja sing bu ngak siendana dum nungaina lejerame tawada bo ina hoji irang je thokhraba matungdagi di mafam asigi mai punamak loina muthat tigre bako hoji mai amata phangdre network service amata phangdre network jo koi kitang awang bazaga amda karaga tawjarakpani ba chana thangnaba polam sing bazar dagi leiba phangdrabanina kaidoge haimtamda koi saigi yumdagi chenagiba yum mai thabadi yahu Makoisina contact Organa Kuida Kay Hori Sabaya, Bakuji, what they are the winners from Sada, Foxel Academy, at the might of the Hangaraga, Kiakan, the bulletproof guide, home of the Salaga Sabi, Lashla Pahita. Adida Quina, Kamna, but had Kamna when Mitigi Hona State Force reinforcement can Tabi Ona Hibes data, Tangin Haragam from Yoxilapangam, Yoxilapangam, Jisina, Serogi, Heklam Kai, data, Moikuki militants in a Pura, Tagapina, Taka Lady, but the game from Yoxilapra, put Tony Kone Hibia Pausum and Tazarevo. Uzi Power Yoxilapangam, State Force career one belay begin over Pagino, Dumadia, Subsaba, concentrate over the Bahu. At the game, men when I get away hand to knocking hand, Sidata Laminary was a BS Kangu Laminary, a Sam Kangu Laminary, Moji Force Central Force Laminary Central Force Laminina Hagazu, a quite a chef filled to the Vitare. We labor at 40 machine yam, the Benina, Carino Hagaring Hanaquina, Nasidagina, the Mitre, Mukim among the Tona, Chiba, my Habi Toropa, Todoxida, State Force, militants, my Sakokan Nabukonam, the good Tonabagi to Roma Tokrevo. Toki was there when I State Force. Kara Heidi Torpangam the Nakuki and Kosilaga, Moy maintaining a Kosilaga gives the Torpangam, the way when a BSF like the Bakangu, the Koyi Matin Pangina, but enforcement can TV, Mochilo Puknaban Haimatam, the Mokin Harak was the Koyi order from the Aduna Manung the Sangbangam Hareva. I think Koimas the Tilda lady, but not a Vasile for the State Postcard, the Koshau Modagi, Adu Raga Koimishi, the Arena Hara Sanzelaga, Koshi Blinkat, or when it's on the Moya Unselaka, and the Kitan Blinkat, my Toro Sanzelaga Moji Yam, one Haikare, Soka Pandia, one Tolaga Koji Hosi Pogi, and the Soka Pandia who get hold to the Akoina Matin Kitang Pamina, the order from Dana Hyber lei thokibnina hosi makha ta ba tola ga su akoi state force attack to e hai ga su moi order phangdina dum yeng lei ga ba hai ba ko insecure feel ma to ba
sana thakna ba aduga leifam saba gu yam khudung cha ba amadi yamno nuai ta ba pawdam biri marakide khoi khulai gi watpagi problem khara jo khoi mamang du taki aduga reinforcement changbirak ta ba khulai masing watpajina maram morega ko militant sing hena laksilakpa yabagi phibam mamal leikadra haibasi chingna duna leibani haibi motang sidadi kari habiningi huji makhoi ji kare phabu takthokpa ngamgrabage makhoina karigumba matamda attack tawragadi haibi state forcing leiba sing asi leminari ba topa BSF aduga asam refanna mateng pangde harbani na state force ta kari karamba awaba tarpa yabage kari akiba leibage haibi thambiyo
mamangda lan sungna ro matamda moina mating pangdirakti haibi mamangda thamjage na adu mamangda thokibagumna hojike karigumba motono singna maintain sing akoina sai leiba jaga se direct center point ne bo sigi hek koi base maninga su chanpu lere mamangda na chandel ne bo hek akoina de center ne aduga akoi ke pura surround toroga leiri moina hojike pura surround toroga leiri na akoi mapana thokpa ngamde ato bathak thobo official sindagi su pau pere ni mapana da thunu security ki thabak aidi ngak sembagi thabak se central gi laiba kanku sida tawhallo na haire ko haire tawhallo na haire akoi mapan thokte bida manung da hoina samchi tawu gumba dumaina dum tawga leire mapan thokpa ngamde mapan thokpa ngamde ke ma hantum akoi se hot che ubaga moina khut thab ana haiba moin se ba ada akoi na mu akoi da masai da hena so kadusne ke no hantum da akoi gi khulai gi matik cha da ba moi night vision yawi sniper na kapak pa night vision yawbne midang de moina hena kudong cha ba akoi na sigi mayam je problem mayam je phut akoi gi masak thong ko singa haire maru gi awat pa leiri ba de gi khulai matik cha da ba khulai long range ki khulai yaw da ba sigi mab lei mayam je ko na su oi amang da hai je de ko ade da sida hena hanni di forcing generation ba forcing sina oi su lei haidana ko thari ba se tong gi ida de su saneri de state force ki yaw da bra na chagana central khaki chanari bra ko state force ki moi je hek uba ko thana gi phibam condition am lei ki karamaina ke kari solution pura ka de kari to ga de ha do kitang matak thong ba sina su silhaning ni
thagasari
JDU Manipur is urging party national leaders, Prime Minister and Union Home Minister to restore normalcy in the state at the soonness. Speaking on the sidelines of distributing relief materials at Birimangon College Saungbong Relief Camp today, JDU Manipur President and ex-Lamlai MLA Ketrimeum Biren said the same. He also stressed on the need for government of India to come up with a long-term policy for people displaced by prevailing violence over and above the resettlement and rehabilitation measures that the state and central governments are initiating. He said that displaced people should not only be provided houses, but also a source of livelihood and enough security that they may lead a normal life without any fear psychosis. Ketrimeum Birent added that centers should provide a major relief package for these displaced people. The party president extended monetary aid to the committee operating the relief camp and also feasted together with the inmates of the relief center. Ketrimeum Birent assured the inmates that he would continue extending help to them. Tokchomte Bhamapati, a victim from the Gwaltabi who is taking shelter at the relief camp, says she has no response when her children asked when they could go to school. Bhamapati told media that they have nothing left with them anymore except for the clothes they have put on as they fled for safety. She said they want to return to home and lead a normal life as before and appealed to provide them adequate security for their safety. It may be mentioned that there are around 150 evacuees at Birimangon College relief camp, of which 13 are from Gwaltabi, 8 from Yangangpokpi, 3 each from Limakong and Oksu, 11 each from Singnungkok and Merangpuril, and 1 from Twangu.
Yum thado ka chelaba mayam se masigi livelihood ama pibagi haina ngasai na panjagi bo pham mayam se masi thaba oina onthorak na bugi damakta aikoi gi JDU gi national leadership national president aduga tangai phadrak de akoi gi Nitish Kumar ji yauna akoi gi Bharat ki rashtrapati akoi unaba aduga prime minister unaba home minister amona unaba home minister gi khongchatta akoi JDU na उन्होंने बुकी तमकता कोई अपॉइंटमेंट लौजा बमा तमदा आई कोई पार्टी की कोई अथॉरिटी होइबा मिबु उना हंदना एमएलए अमदा ओइना बार्तन तोसलमदो मरामदना कोइना हाइनिंग बो वफम काया फोंदोकपा गी कुदोंग चाबा फंगौत्रे मरामदना कोइ हाकथेंगना प्राइम मिनिस्टर अदोगा होम मिनिस्टर मरुइना मसिदा कोइगी पार्टी की माइगी कन्न तक्सनगनी अदोगा मणिपुर प्रजा की नेंगब थुंगनबा कोइ जेडीयू ना होनगनी।
Women folks residing along Moirang Lamkai to Kumbi are keeping vigil day and night, guarding their villages from attacks by suspected Kuki militants. They have left the comfort of homes and are sleeping on roadsides as violence continues at the state's periphery. Despite Union Home Minister Amit Shah's warning of stern action against violation of Sioux ground rules by Kuki militants, these women urged Chief Minister Northaman Biren to come visit these vulnerable areas. As incidents of violence gunfight continues to be reported in the peripheral areas of the state, these two women are carrying out checking of commuters on the road and preventing Assam Rifle personnel from entering their villages. Speaking to media, one of the women shared their plights and said that the improved law and order situation in Imphal city does not represent the overall picture of the law and order situation of Manipur, as burning down of the houses and gunfights continue in villages near foothills. Thangmaiban MLA KANGUJAM Joy Kisan spent the night at Kumbi in solidarity with these women who are keeping strict vigil round the clock. He also interacted with women folks in Bishnupur district who are guarding their villages during nights. He appreciated these women and said he would extend every possible support.
I government side tharak pasunate kanam karing busi lakpanate I sum mage sumgi sum ai marom pangti na jabale bhai tar nang sida nate dum jaga jaga nei atobu su ngarang nan sali ara mayam Manipur husik oi rei bfm sida imaibel chechal chinau mayam sina hing tumdana sorokta yarekten racing se aisu miyam gi mut amoina miyam ri ya awaba tarib de saru ya phum to e na khalaga ai laksabani ngasi ahing se ai kumbi lai bai sini nau imaibel mayam si siga ina yarek chage ai ready tawjab mai tegi pawrom lai awaba amta lemna mangde dana thamoi sengna akhoi miyam sina wari sing se adum soidana ko kani da akhoi ni sum ting thokna ram thabak tawrakani ai sen thamse.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Manipur sport persons and MOA members taking out peace rally. Keep watching Impact News.
Welcome you all to UNACO School. Admissions open for Class 11 Science to UNACO School, Common and Matram, affiliated to CBSE, New Delhi. Admission also open to Class 11 Science and Arts to UNACO School, Changura, affiliated to Kosam, Manipur. Special coaching classes for hostelers by 4 expert teachers, namely Pedro David Maiden, Dr. Rami Khan, K.H. Hemant Singh and Dr. Chongtham, Marriott Sriyat respectively, for science subjects. Hurry up for admission to Class 11 Science and Arts to UNACO schools.
Manipur Institute of Aviation and Hospitality, Changangai Airport Road. Admission open for certification course in air hostess training and airport operations, airline management, diploma course in hotel management and BVOC in hotel management training. Masida Sunatana, Manipur the Ihan Hanba Oina, commercial pilot training admissions to Hogjere. Akak number Sydney 100% placement assistant. Masida Sunatana, airlines Kaya the Su Equity Satra Kaya Amushu, placement function.
Welcome you all to UNACO College, Kongman Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational college offering both BA and BAc courses. UNACO College will be affiliated to Manipur University, Kanchipur. First academic session will begin in July 2023. Hurry up! Registrations and admissions open for 2023-24 academic session.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Sportsperson of Manipur and Manipur Olympic Association members took out a peace rally today. Around 2,000 sportspersons of various fields from across the state, including star sportsperson, took part in the rally, endorsing the integrity of Manipur, demand to restore harmony, peace and normalcy at the earliest, and to build a drug-free Manipur. Speaking on the sidelines, Manipur Olympic Association General Secretary Sunil Elangbom termed the prevailing violence as the most unfortunate. He highlighted grievances facing sportspersons and said many of them are unable to practice for upcoming international, national and state level upcoming tournaments. Expressing anguish over the loss of many lives, he urged both state and central governments to bring a solution and restore peace at the earliest.
सानबसिदी अखोइगिदी मसी डेली रूटीन नि अखोइ मसीदा लेप खोट यादबनिना को प्लस मरमदी नेशनल कंपटीशन मयाम मांग तारी अदगी इंटरनेशनल नेशनल कंपटीशन दुदगी मोजि सिलेक्शन तोरगा इंटरनेशनल कंपटीशन मयाम अमा अदि अखोइगी यावगदौनिना सानबसि लेफनिंगदे मदुइ दमकता मरि लेनबा अखोइगी डिपार्टमेंट सानबसि लेपतनबा करमबा मयाम मदुगी स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट अमा तौबिबदि फबराइना खनजै मदु थाजै तौसु तौबिरकदा खनजै
Dharmalaya Social Welfare Club Brahmapur Nahaband along with Mera Paibi organized the mass rally from Brahmapur Nahaband Basketball Court passing through Old Tumbuthong, Bokul Makong, New Tumbuthong, Singzamai Kongba Road, Wangkai and Thangampat before culminating at the basketball court. Participants held placards demanding stop narco-terrorism, to stop communal violence and killing innocent people, to save forests, to withdraw SU and also to implement NRC. Club volunteers, Merapaibi members and locals of Mahabali Kavi village took part in the rally. People's Tea is a sit-in at Herok Part 1, Mayaleka in Thawal district, demanding Assam Rifles to go back and opposing any threats on unity and integrity of Manipur. Protesters held placards which read, Meitei our peace-loving community, implement NRC, open both national highways. They also observed 2-minute silence paying respect to those who have lost their lives in the prevailing violence. Transgender community of Manipur today stays protest meet against disintegration of Manipur's territory and demanding abrogation of suspension of the operation agreement with Kuki outfits. The protest meet was staged at Kesampat Lairenbi Community Hall. Protesters asked why no response formed amid Shah regarding revocation of SUPAC with Kuki outfits and also demanded stern action against SU ground rules violators. They also highlighted the plights facing the public due to internet shutdown and increasing prices of essential commodities. In Imphal district, people formed human chain from Nomaibung till near district DC complex, demanding removal of the Assam Rifles. NEET UG Medical Examination 2023 for Imphal Center will be held on June 6 in altogether 22 examination centers. The examination centers are 12 in Imphal West District and 10 in the Imphal East District. The exam was scheduled for all over India at last May 7, but for Manipur it was postponed owing to prevailing grim situation in the state. Out of total 8,751 candidates who had applied for the exam in Manipur, 1,914 candidates are reapplied for changing exam avenue owing to the prevailing crisis. Briefing media at the Imphal West Deputy Commissioner Office in Lamphel today, DC TH Kiran Kumar said exam will be held from 12 noon to 3:20 p.m. Candidates have to report by 9 a.m. and gates of the exam centers will be closed by 11:30 a.m. Regarding admit cards for the exam, candidates may visit relevant DC offices to download their admit cards or from Sihu Nishan Niketan located at Kokaitil Mayaile Koibi. Lamlong Higher Secondary School Examination Center has been shifted to Ananda Singh Higher Secondary Academy, Old Chekon.
angangsinggi chatpa matamda admit card pairibachina adum curfew pass ne adum lawba yare curfew kaiguma khudaka thingjangra su parikha sinbada mari lainariba akoigi oja sing akoiga conduct tawda changi myam je moigi duty card kumba I card kuma adum pairaga adum curfew pass ne adum lawbi ba yare parikha ge numit sida ana prajada akoina request tawningbasi angangsingju ingna tamna parikha thabada ka tai angangsingna tension yamna karagadi parikha da mark yam phangoi akoi angangsing mark yam phangdadana parikha selection da Kanbada Warakadorine. Aduna, Mayamna, Tang, Taruki, Lebapu Numita, Tongan but district Tagi Lakadoriba, Angang Singsi, support of view, center Hongba Yari, Haidana, Shai the Giwero, Guati the Gakwe Center of the Rugasum, Infalgi Center da Mipung Kudemaki, Akogi Mai Magi sit Singdo low in a Maktamganeba. Guati da Salaga Tazagre, I Guati the Op the Rure Hirasu, Sides the Magi Dum, Laga, my Emekato Putoga Dum, Ariba Emekato, Madu Paraga Laga Dum Tabadazu. Adugi option do kone sira dum pigni.
7 Merapabi groups of the Wangkai area formed an association called Lanzen Nariba Singhi Jangja formed. The members held a meeting at Wangkai Durgapuja Lambak today. Speaking on the sideline, executive member of the newly formed association, Moirangtem Ombi Sunita said the association was formed to give shelter to people who have been displaced and rendered homeless due to the ongoing violence in the state. She said that the association will open a relief camp at Wangkai Model High School on June 6. The 7th Merapabi groups are Wangkai Ketil Asangbi Nupit Marup, Chaukat Kongtang Nupit Lut Women's Development Association, Thangapat Konunglekai Nupi Kangklub, Wangkai Durga Puja Lampak Women Welfare Association, Puja Lampak Mahobom Tupit Lut, Mahobomt and Yaifa Thorang Nupit Lut, Wangkai Hizam Playrang. To reach out to the relief camp, one may call 841-498-3316, 977-477-3005 and 700-580-1734. Laisang Tempt Apun Beloved along with its women wing provided relieved items including sanitary hygiene materials for people in Kairak, Wabaga Higher Secondary, Langmeidont and Saitont who are bravely guarding their villages against attack from suspected Kuki militants. The relief committee also appealed to people in the state to extend health support, especially those items that concerned with sanitary hygiene for women. The group also plans to organize a blood donation camp to help people from these areas. Court today granted bail to Manohar Mayunt Bari Sharma of BJYM Manipur. Locals of Ningtem Prokri gave him a warm welcome as he came back home. Speaking to media, M. Baris expressed disappointment over those police who came to arrest him on May 27. He claimed that the police came early in the morning, broke open their residential gate and even took away over 8 lakh rupees and 2 gold bars from his residence. Baris appealed to those concerned not to hinder his efforts to help displaced people at the relief camp. It may be mentioned that a video of Manohar Mariam Bari Sharma helping both young and old in violence hit villages recently went viral on social media.
Chengadawsu leitraba adum mayamnasu khangna leraba moina law haibadasu laktau leraba ingonda kogi lan gi phijon setana lan da senagadaba khulai pairaga torture tawba aikai mari dagi lan darak padagi koi maitai masa sing se yum mai thaban singba awana ta da lengai matam sida akoi se rajniti sum tawna legadabna te tasengna moina tawge haragana a chainari mafum lambung da chalaga kapna badi makoi kaya keno tawde aina haijai se punamak pudina chade karigi mangi phari no haibu so haide karino so haide akoina tame nation first party second save last haidna aigi nation du da kanaumba anti koi terrorist laukthok pigre landaraga ai tumina legadab nate ngarang pharure haidana ai hanna lot khigadab sunate asi ju lepoi adum thadokpaga ai hajik thadokpaga ai yum hek jawbaga ai dum mayam da ai chanana bo joi ready su tawre kanamtanu su thingwa moi ai naha mayam je phajalaga leipaki ingthagani haibi wakhandi thadokpiu.
Organization for a Better Society, OBS, extended financial support to 6 patients who were injured in clashes at the various locations and are currently undergoing treatment at Kripa Darshidi Advanced Hospital in Pelans compound. OBS provided financial aid to Kongkam Manau of Sero Oangklaikai, Saikom James of Kangabo, Moirang Tent Premananda of the Yeripok, Sinam Transent of the Angta Sinam Laikai, Salam Ganendra of the Moirang Kunot, and Ilialong of Senapati. CCN Forum members donated blood for those injured in Manipur violence at Caesar hospitals today. Forum members appealed to government to restore normalcy in the state in early years. Manipur Longmeet Loop appeals to Director Agriculture to take measures to irrigate drought-affected paddy fields in Imphal East and Imphal West districts. Press release from the association also appeals to take measures to make the 58 non-functional RLI, schemed and LLI canals functional. In a landmark achievement, a specialist team of Novice Cardiac Alliance to USA and heart team of Sky Hospital led by senior pediatric cardiac surgeon Dr. Vitaly Devovich conducted a successful high-risk open heart surgery on a 7-month-old baby weighing just 4 kilograms. The baby had 3 holes in the heart and the survival drop depend on the successful conduct of that surgery. The baby has now been discharged. Speaking about the achievement, Chief Cardiologist of Sky Hospital, Dr. Elt Shyamkishore, thanked the visiting team of Novice Cardiac Alliance to USA who have successfully operated on 18 children from northeastern region under its free children heart surgery camp. Now in sports. Manipur's bodybuilder Mangal Arangbont won a gold medal at the National Mumbai Classic National Natural Bodybuilding Championship held recently at Narimand Point Yashwantrao Auditorium in Mumbai. Mangal Arangbont was adjudged overall champion in all 3 categories of men's bodybuilding, classic physique and men's physique, and also got a card of National Triple Pro ICN. He is the son of Arangbont Birendra and Arangbont Ongbi Omela of Lilong Chazing Maringkong. Mangal is currently training to become an overall champion in the upcoming national championship to be held at Seru Classic Pragati Medan from June 17 to 19. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Identities of 4 bodies recovered from Sugnu's Nazareth are certain. People came out on streets, formed human chain and paid floral tributes to deceased youths who were killed by suspected Kuki militants. Combined security team conducts combing operation and recovers various arms and ammunition at Laitampupi Top in Imphal East district. RPI Atwal and National Secretary Maheshwar Thonazum says Kuki militants under suspension of the operation defying Union Home Minister by continuing attacks on civilians. Around 2,000 sportspersons and Manipur Olympic Association members took out peace rally endorsing Manipur's integrity and demanding peace and normalcy. And total 22 examination centers in Imphal East and Imphal West districts are all set to conduct NEET UG Medical Examination 2023 for Imphal Center on June 6. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Office of the Principal of Arcus Notomi David College of Education, Asajina Complex, Not AOC, Imphal. Revised Viet Admission Notice. Application are invited.